Do we? Okay. I don't. So I don't know what happened, but the microphone decided the USB it was plugged into decided it didn't want to fucking work anymore. So literally wouldn't play any stuff. But now we've got sound back. All right, so we're good. I plugged it into a different USB port. We're fine. So welcome back to another episode of IX Strain. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, congratulations, you didn't have to spend more time with your family. Mine was pretty good. Saw some people, had some food. You know, that's how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to continue with some more Ball X Pit today. Now, I will probably have to stream a lot earlier tomorrow because the normal Thursday raid was pushed back to Tuesday. And I don't want to raid Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then do a thing with my friends on Friday and only stream today. I want to get at least 2 streams out in the week, even though because I've been really slacking on the streaming, considering I've been so wrapped up in doing raids and everything. So I do want to get more out. But after this, we will then start the Pokemon Nuzlocke, which, depending on how it might go, I have to download the ROM and see how many options are actually in it, because there are going to be a lot of options. I've got to see how I want to do it, because this is the person who did the Pokemon ROM that I'm going to be doing a Nuzlocke in is the same person who did that Pokemon Sea Glass that I did last time. They have made their own Pokemon region. And I forget what it's actually called. I have to pull it up. It's on my laptop that I found it. But so in Pokemon Sea Glass, there was a way of getting items, bringing it to a wishing well, and getting random Pokemon. I'm wondering if I can somehow do that in that game, which I think that system will exist in there as well. But and in Sea Glass there was also randomization options, so I have to figure that out as well. So I'll be getting the new ROM and giving up. But let's see. Let's see. Sea Glass dev. Who was the dev for that one? Because they did Pokemon Lazarus is what it's called. Pokemon Lazarus. I believe it came out a week or 2 ago. So it's going to be like a second generation graphics of their own thing, and it's going to bring in other generations of Pokemon. So there's going to be lots of different generations of Pokemon and everything. So I think it's going to be a fun one to do a ROM hack of. And like I said, I'll find out other versions of it. I don't think so. We're gonna have to. I know I've already boosted the point system it takes for someone to spend their channel points for me to not have a thing die, but we'll have to figure that out. But no, this will be a pretty fun one to do. So like I said, I don't know if there's going to be like a wishing well where I can RNG randomly pull Pokemon out and not actually catch them, but just like randomly yank them out of a well and be like, all right, what do we have? But not sure on that. But we might just do the normal catching one. I don't know. I know there's also a hard mode in there, so that's also going to be an interesting one. Let's see. Pokemon Lazarus. Yep, full release is out. So we'll have to pop into that one, see what are around. I think there's also like new Pokemon and everything in there as well. So this should be quite a fun thing to go through. Have a bunch more things working in second gen graphics and everything like that, and do a ROM hack. However, that's not what we're here for right now. What we're here for right now is balls. And I know, Fire, have you decided if you're streaming it or not? I assumed you would be. And you know what I'm talking about. Alright. We're going to fire another set of balls down there, and then we're just going to hop right into I mean, I guess I could attempt to build some more nonsense. Or how much money? I got a lot of money. So you can upgrade some rocks by putting more wood into them. You're not gonna actually stream it. Okay. Then I will not advertise anything. Unfortunately, however, you are going to be able to miss Metroids on motorcycles. So I'm going to have to say that for you now. Metroids on motorcycles. That's right. We're going to play Metroids on motorcycle. Okay. So we unlocked some stuff before. This is the bricked one that we did the fungus with. So what other one do I want to try doing the fungus with? We did it with this bricked guy who actually bounces them back for more damage. We did it with the guy who does massive AoE. Some of these people I just don't flat like. This dude kind of just makes stuff for you, so you don't actually think about it. He just builds whatever for you. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it with the guy who just does everything for us. We actually did unlock the new area, so I don't have to go back. So you know what? It's been a little bit. Let's do a quick warm-up. Let's do a quick warm-up right at the very beginning. Warm X up. I do think out of all the ones to start off with laser beam, why is it this guy? Why does the scholar have laser beams? I hear motorcycles is probably a mean butt, and I still haven't heard the butt. You mean Samus's butt? I agree. That's probably what is being shown off on the motorcycle. Choosing everything for me. This is awesome. Fortunately, he's not going to show me new fusion. My mind will not get out of the gutter. Thank you very much. I've seen too many Zero suits. Well, I don't think it's any it's a Nintendo game, so it'll have a good enough quality to it. I don't think it's gonna be that fun. Like, if it's something that you actually use and traverse around and is actually fun. Out of all the Nintendo characters, Samus is definitely one who can pull off a motorcycle. She does have, you know, space tech, so having a vehicle to ride around on isn't, you know, that unheard of. The only thing is, is it going to be like, instead of the speed boost, is it going to be like, because this Prime is going to be more open world? that you're going to actually need a motorcycle to get around. So it's more interesting to see how it goes. But I did think it was funny how, like I said before, it's like a Saturday morning cartoon in the 80s where suddenly He-Man is riding his motorcycle. And you're like, wow, I gotta go get the motorcycle. Well, the morph ball was for like puzzles and going into places and stuff, so I doubt it would be, unless they were trying to use the morph ball as like a speed where you would turn into the morph ball to speed around. So I assume it's some kind of open world-ish. Because I know Vinesauce will be streaming it, so I'll be watching Vinesauce then. Because I don't have a Switch 2, and I don't probably plan on getting one, so... Goes easy peasy. Okay. I've been hoping to try to get a... Alright, so we're doing the evolution. No, do the other thing I don't have yet. No, don't choose the thing. Aw, game. I hate you. That was the thing I didn't have that you could have chosen for me. Because I don't like this combo that you just chose. It usually suddenly lacks damage, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, even if you did, like, the morph ball's faster to move, but unless you're like openly traveling the world, like where are you gonna whip? Like you're not gonna whip out a motorcycle to travel through a hole. Okay, the laser beam one is kind of broken. Uh-oh. Thank you for hitting. Wait, no, please hit something, anything else. Thank you. I was kind of jamming into the corner. Like a perfect back and forth. Alright, what are we evolving? Okay, good. We are able to fuse these two together. Boop. Spider Queen. Does a good amount of damage. Has a 20% chance of birthing an egg sac each time it hits an enemy. Ooh, okay. I knew that would have a combo, but I don't think I've ever gotten it to those two together before. So that's probably the other thing. So I already said that this one is definitely something that chooses things for you because it has a knowledge of what fuses. But it also feels like this character has a lot better luck of getting whatever he needs for a build, rather than me trying to get it on my own. Because he's just gotten 2 evolutions right away, no fuss, no muss. Everything given to him on a silver platter. Well, so half the time I have to like look around 50 times trying to get something I want. Right. And now we can actually maybe even fuse 2 of these big ones together. We also haven't found one that fuses laser beam yet. I mean, we'll give it a try. This is still only the first level. So I'll choose him on the... I'll choose this guy on the newest level and see what happens. Okay, he's choosing the one I think that lets us overheal, which is good because we have the vampiric ball. So yeah, the game definitely is throwing us the ones that work together. Oh good, he chose one of my favorite ones. That one just has so much damage right away, it's not even funny. Alright. So I assume each time this summons an egg sac, or the baby balls it summons, that they all get the vampiric abilities, right? I hope so, because right now I'm starting to look like I'm lacking damage again. Grab ball again? Alright. Alright, once the one orb that multiply starts kicking in, they start really getting the damage. That's like, so far that's my favorite orb. Is the green one that multiplies every time it hits. Once. That seems to me like it's the real powerhouse. Although I'm gonna just fucking die here. Nope, I just don't have enough power. Yeah. Wow, this sucks ass. So, I've said this before and I'll say it again. This is just sucks. I don't know why, but we're just out of power. Just not enough power. He never fused anything with the laser. And even with all these things hitting, because it fused both of these together, and even then it didn't, like, it felt like it just lost so much, like losing an entire ball doing a lot of damage. So that went from like being really nice and really easy and really fun to just being like, no, you don't have enough damage to kill shit. Yeah, not enough AoE, like literally no AoE anywhere. Also, I guess I have to, this is not... this is built, right? Yeah. There, that need to go up there. Put you there for now. And we'll shoot our thing up through that, and then we'll ping it next time. Well, that was lackluster. So I said I was going to choose him on the newest one, but he then failed me. So Oh well, that sucks. This should have just have been a win. It sucks that that ended up just being a fucking fail. All right, well, let's see what he does in the gory grasslands. Alright, so far, this level is a lot of high health things. Looks like they're both double length critters. And they seem to move. Okay, is this meant to be meta progression, or... Am I just not doing this in the right order, or what's going on? I didn't even get through the dogs before it's just fucking death. Sure, I'll try again, but honestly, I don't know what the fuck else this character can do then. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, a lot of times it feels like, how is some character supposed to beat these levels? Like like, do I just need to get a higher meta progression where they just have higher stats? Is that what the game is trying to tell me? Or what we doing? I love how it just builds up so much speed. Well, the difference is, instead of like, it's not a, like, okay, in Spelunky, you can go to certain areas and you can do certain things and get through levels. This one is, I'm going down a straight line shooting at a ball. If I don't have enough damage to defeat it, what skill am I missing? I'm not missing any skill. I can't skill my way through the roguelike. It's just flat. Damage just isn't there. You literally cannot do it. So the question is, are you supposed to use specific classes to get through these levels? Unlock more meta progression like stat increasing buildings? And that's how you're supposed to take some of this stuff out? Because this, increase your scaling to B as endurance gets higher related, like, this increases character scaling. And a lot of other buildings do the same. Is that just how you're supposed to actually beat some of these levels? Because that's what it kind of feels like. Because that last class that I just used on that level was just like a waste of time. Like, it didn't do shit. Wait, the casino. Didn't I already build this one? Upgrading, bouncing workers off this building to complete the upgrade. I didn't... This isn't upgrade. Oh, to improve the upgrade. Okay, you upgrade them by bouncing off more. Okay, once again, Fire, you don't seem to understand. I'm like the very beginning. We're 2 minutes in, and it just fails because I don't have enough damage. That doesn't feel like it's just, oh, you, like, it's not, oh, I got a bad run. That's, you literally cannot beat it. So that's why I'm wondering, am I supposed to be doing more meta progression to actually be able to beat some of these levels? Because, seriously, what am I supposed to be getting that wins you the run? Or am I supposed to get the correct 3 things in the first 2 minutes of the game and that's the only way to beat the level? It's not like I got to the end of FTL and I failed near the end. This is like, oh, you're in the first 5 minutes and none of your characters just like, you wander into like the end game ship and it kills you. I'm not even, okay. I'm not even at the end of the first sector, Fire. You seem to still not understand what I'm talking about here. This isn't, oh, I got to the first of the, like, remember, there's 3 mid bosses before the main boss. It's not like I got to the first mid boss and failed. I'm on like the 2nd or 3rd jump and I'm dead. That does not happen in FTL. Okay. So that's why I think if I upgrade, if I'm supposed, like, so far I've been bouncing a lot of my stuff to just gather resources and get new buildings and new characters. I'm wondering if I need to start making it where I can actually start upgrading all of these buildings to start giving me more power now. And once I start getting all these buildings to power up to give me more power now, then I'll start being able to see more characters fight through the beginning of newer, tougher levels. And I've been doing this part wrong. Well, not exactly wrong, but like the game would also like, does it expect me to beat every level with every character and get a whole bunch of bounces? So like if I do the first level again, like I'll do this and we'll go back to the front one. Because this, the last time we lost on this one wasn't because my character just couldn't power through when we lost at the beginning. We lost at the end because it kept giving us, whatchamacallit. It kept giving, it took away my stronger balls and fused them together, which technically halved the damage. So we'll do it again with game chooses for me on this one. We'll try to beat the first level. It really sucks that the first attempt didn't beat this level. That I still feel like feels like a dip. it gives me this one, it'll give me ice laser, so. Well, then, that's a skill issue on your end, Fire. Because there is... He took that over the icicle, even though I have the ice one. Okay, sure. So there won't be a fusion. Wait, is it evolution or oh okay, shit, I didn't know we got them all up. So we got the freezing beans. It started off with upgrading lasers, so that's always the key to victory. I wonder what it's gonna do with the bloody one. I hope it doesn't do the, because I don't like bleeding effects. Neither horizontal or vertical. We're going diagonal. Okay, the poison and bleed, I think, is a good effect together. Yeah, get him. Probably not the best way of actually killing him, but I just think that's fun. I tried to click it faster than the game was. Alright, so we got rubber bands, so that one's meant to bounce. The more you bounce it, the better it goes. The faster that you go. Get this fusion now, or the evolution now. This plague thing. So I might have been wrong. I think this is one that's gonna suck because yeah, it does at least 100 to 200 damage, but applies a stack of disease to the unit, max 8. Disease lasts for 6 seconds. Each stack of disease deals damage per second. And disease units have a chance of passing the stack. Actually, you know what? Never mind. This is the good one then. The virus one is the good one. Never mind. Although, like, the big point of it is supposed to be bouncing a lot and hitting things, and this area has a lot of, like, this one's a good one if you're fighting those tougher enemies that you can bounce off multiple times. But the disease is pretty good because it's spreading. Wait, only a fission? That sucks. You should have been... Oh, because it wasn't a level 3 yet. That's why. My bad. If I had known that, I would have leveled it up first. I forgot about that. No, it's not level 3 yet. Not like it showed up, but... Get that up in there. Before I get to that item, I wanna... Let's get... Alright. The virus is up to level 3. So this we're gonna fuse. It's gonna fuse the laser and the virus. So now, assumably, it's going to freeze and virus every time it bounces. However, that means we only have one ball doing most of our damage now. So this is when we might run into DPS problems. It is a huge spread, though. But yeah, the baby balls aren't carrying it. We only have one real strong weapon now, so we need it to be enough. That. Hitting them in the left side for more damage. Sure. Okay, this is the spot where we would normally start getting overwhelmed by numbers. But I think we still have it. Because that plague is spreading at a very high ratio. The virus is spreading at a very high ratio. And it looks like they're just all covered in it taking damage now. And that's helping keep everything under control. There we go. We get the level. Still not enough, but we're gonna have to just kind of take it. Alright. What does the egg sac and the vampire do? Mosquito swarm. Does a good amount of damage. Explodes into 3 through 6 mosquitoes. Mosquitoes attack random enemies, dealing a whole bunch of damage each. If a mosquito kills an enemy, they steal... Okay. Okay, well now the vampire ball actually seems to be fucking good. Alright, well that's insane. Good. Or at least it sounds good. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Free level while we're doing this. Wait, did I just get the same one twice, or is that just leveling it up to level 3? That's probably just leveling it up to level 3. What? How is that hitting me? What? I swear it's going right around my body. Alright, if I lose this one because I just got hit multiple times for no reason, I'll be very annoyed. So can I not get around his body? Ow. There he is. Took a while to get that to get him in the crown. Okay. Resources gathered. Let's fire our thing off. Buildings completed. Okay. So we're at the point where I have a lot of resources except for gold. So it kind of feels like to do these upgrades, you then need to have them hit enough. What is the casino doing? Reduce level up reroll. Okay, yeah. A house for habitants. Harvest wood from adjacent forests every 9 minutes. All characters gain bonus intelligence effects. So if I upgrade the schoolhouse, it now needs to be built up. Okay. That's the one thing I wasn't doing properly. Now I can upgrade more. Bounce more stuff off of that next time. Alright, let's see. We're going to do the new one. This is if it makes it to the back, but we're going to need to, you know what? Let's do the actual bricked guy again. I enjoyed his play style. Because suddenly, as you can see, this guy just does a lot more damage, which is very fucking needed. Ghost ball. I don't think ethereal's gonna work. Let's go effigies. We haven't gotten that many like base like power-ups to synergize yet. And the one we did was really strong. So I wonder how many of these summoning statues I can get. Increase area of effect damage. Sure. Wind passes through and slows them down. I don't know if I have anything that actually works with that well, so. Is that AoE? And it's just AoE massive. Yeah, look at that, the poison mud ball. Well, the original idea behind this, I assume, is the game Bricked, and in that game, you bounce. It's the one where you bounce the ball off your little pong. It hits a brick, breaks the brick, or reduces its health, and then bounces back at you. I'm assuming that was the impetus behind how do we turn this old game into into something playable, and they're like, turn it into a roguelike. Pieces get more health. Yes, sure. I need something to start building off of, game. We're gonna get another one of those fusion cores soon. I'd like to be able to get one of those triangular fusion turrets. There we go. Leaves behind blobs over time. Enemies will walk onto the blobs or dealt damage. And a poison ship. I don't know what a mid-boss looks like in this one yet, so... let's hope it works well. So we got the iron ball. I don't know what would work with the iron ball, but let's say light and iron ball, maybe. I don't know. Deals damage to enemies around me in tiles. Let's get iron ball. Ooh, yeah, I love that one. Yeah, see? Shit like that. It doesn't work. Oh, hey, Sir Bobby Bob. Let's get that stone heart. I want to see if that fuses with my stone pieces. How it does. Let's go. Alright, so many bounces. I'm gonna have to actually focus though. A fusion, but I don't want a fusion yet. I'm waiting for evolution. I also like how I can pretty much touch a ball almost anywhere around me, and it gives it a good bounce. Or even if it touches my body, I then suck it up at least. Okay. We've got baby balls, blinded. When you catch a special ball, no. Gain a shield that blocks the next damage you receive. When poison enemy dies, they have a chance at summoning a zombie. Yes. I did not finish Red Dead at all. I was a couple missions in, and the crime system was kind of annoying me, so I am taking a break, and I'm probably going to be getting a an add-on for it. Not an add-on, but I'm putting in a thing to change around the fucking wanted system, because they're just pissing me right the fuck off. Literally, like, a crime not committed by me, around me, or was getting me attacked by goons and putting a bounty on me, or, oh, I did a story mission, and I'm just hanging around the story mission, looting all the bodies, and suddenly I'm getting wanted levels. And it's like, what the fuck? I did this as part of the story. Why are you wanting me now? What the fuck is this shit? That was the one that annoyed the fuck out of me. Alright. We're gonna fuse... I guess if we fuse Swamp and Cell, right? This will make it so the Swamp Ball multiplies? He's behind a blob. Splits into a clone. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, laser and light probably works. Yeah. It does suck that sometimes I have to like completely abandon what I'm doing. And just like kill one thing that hasn't been being hit. Meanwhile, I'm like just trying to get as many bounces as I can. But at least it's very easy to recover. Like, oh no, this place is about to hit me. I can now just kind of walk straight up into something and crush it. Raw damage. He says before he loses all his balls. Oh yeah, that was wow, holy shit. Yeah, just instantly gone. Okay. I would need something that fuses with the iron ball, right? Does Earthquake? You know what? Let's just get it. It's AoE. Also, I don't know what Earthquake and our lasers might do together. Would it fire AoE lasers? No! That should not have touched me. That sucks. We just want more money. Lots and lots of money. I have a lot of my other resources. And I'll probably need more later. Be able to hold out. Alright, there we go. That was a huge chunk of damage we did. Alright, so they can't actually... That still doesn't... Iron and... Okay. Iron and Earthquake should evolve. Like, come on. Alright, so let's do Laser Beam and Earthquake. Does the Laser Beam AoE now? Area of effect damage from Earthquake also inflicts laser... Yes! Okay. Well, if I take Earth again, it doesn't fuse with Iron Ball. I know this fuses, and I don't like that fusion. It sucks. So, I just want more AoE. I'm taking the Earth Ball back. Fuck it. I want Earthquake again. Oh shit, I just wasted money. I didn't mean to click that. I didn't mean to click that. Okay, whatever the fuck you are. Okay, that's pretty funny, but... So the problem with this one is my balls are loose. And I can't get like a good infinite rebound into them. Because half my stuff is just bouncing around the stage still. Although, honestly, hanging around the back of the stage isn't the worst. Just recatching my balls and rebounding them. I would like to focus my damage into him. There he goes. That was that one was pretty much just like a matter of time before he just peters out of life. Oh yeah, so I really like this one, to be able to shoot your ball into them, deal damage, bounce it back into you, bounce it off of you for a damage bonus, and just do that a whole bunch of times. Lets me really actually start this fucking level off. While the other character was just a regular attack, just couldn't fight through all that health. So it's definitely the character. Certain characters are necessary to fight through shit if you don't already have enough just raw stats on some characters. Sure. Bouncing on this applies 3 build points to all nearby scaffolds. Okay, so a lot of these ones you want to put in the middle of other buildings you're trying to build. Then you bounce off of that, and that builds up all the other buildings that are around them. Okay. I am going to be trying to mess with a few more of these things. Since I've been... Let's see. Projectiles have a 50% chance to reflect upon hitting you. Oh, so it's basically that character's ability, but in a passive. Slow down enemies in the same column as you. Huh. Projectiles have 40% chance to heal you for 1 health instead of hurting. Oh, when things hit me. Okay. Okay, that'd be funny. Yeah. I wonder what the total amount of that chance is. Are you like literally running into your opponent's arrows on purpose? Like, heal me. Or is it just in case you accidentally fuck up? You can get to do that. Alright. I got enough to excavate another area. I want to do that. Because I have a lot of other resources. We can always get those back again in a minute. So I want to... Let's construct some insanity. Or try to, I guess. Because we want a bunch of buildings that are going to be upgraded, can be upgraded. Although I guess I don't know what some of these ones can or can't be yet, since we're still in the moving area phase. So we'll just put some resources back here. Alright. I already kind of have a path up, but we can literally just align the sides, right? Because I have a building right here. Each harvest, the first 2 workers that bounce on this building gain movement speed. So I can simply start every harvest just shooting things directly into this and speeding some stuff right up. But we got to, okay, upgrade. That needs to be worked on. That needs to be worked on. That needs to be worked on. Okay, you can see which ones need to be worked on because they have the... At this point, I'm not even going to look at what the buildings do. I'm just choosing a whole bunch of stuff since I haven't actually upgraded these. Harvest wheat from adjacent wheat fields every 6 minutes. So does this naturally just harvest wheat? I assume that's what it means. Like if you just left it here, it would just get wheat. Move these around more later. That's a bunch of stuff that we have. Everything else here is already upgraded. That needs flat cash, which I don't have. This can also be upgraded then. Okay. Let's give this a shot for the harvest then. There you go. That's a whole bunch of stuff that's now been upgraded, and we get to hit our resources. Hey, there we go. See? Now I'm actually putting some more thought into it besides just gathering a whole bunch of resources, which, honestly, we still need a bunch of resources. In fact, we need a lot of wheat and forest still. But we'll do it on the next pass through because, all right, it's trying to give me bonuses. I don't think this guy is going to be as good as he was in some of the others. Because his gets good when you can, like, if I get ethereal right away, then I can see it being really good. Everything I fire through just passes through all enemies. But I need to get some actual... Oh, did I just get ethereal right away? I just did get ethereal. All right, well, let's see if this works. Alright, so I got pretty much the best ability for this character right off the bat. We just need to have enough raw DPS to blow stuff up. The goal is just to hit as many things as possible. Because the moment they hit the back, this character's ability makes it come right back to him. Yep, lasers. Always lasers. They're so good. And ethereal makes it pass through all enemies. But instead of bouncing off the back and bouncing around forever, they just kind of, you know, We want to get lasers up before we start upgrading that. Fusion me, baby. Fuck you. Ethereal is also really strong because it just gives you more flat damage. Like it's wild. I assume it's to make up for in any other character it being awful. Like it's something you would never want. Unless you're like, oh, well, it kind of works. But for this character, it literally breaks. And it's so good. Doesn't mean I can't fail still, but getting this, the first ability, absolutely wild. Evolve for me, baby. Also, every single thing it passes through should trigger the laser. So that's just absolutely... Okay. I wonder what would combo, if anything, does with Ethereal. But so far I haven't really found that many bonus powers that evolve. Projectiles have a chance to heal you. Oh, this is the enemy projectiles. This boss is this final boss is an insane projectile shooter. So, fuck it. Any chance at turning a fuck up into a net positive? I'm all for it. More lasers? Why, thank you, of course. I would love more lasers. Get wrecked. Alright. Projectiles have a chance to reflect upon hitting me. Alright, my projectiles are never going to reflect and hit me. Critical hits. Lightning, yeah. Up again. The baby ball. See, the only one I know is the baby ball and the rattle. But I don't think any of this would fuse with ethereal. And this is each kill heals me. But the problem with this is boss battles. Like you'll just end up tipping over. If you don't have enough ads dying, you will just fucking die. So, I don't know. I've never wanted to use that one. Do I want to increase baby ball damage? Do I care? Let's just keep these going. Side laser, yes. Now we can make the quad laser. Don't you even think about dodging. You cannot dodge the quad laser. It will hit you and disintegrate you. You shall know the terrible might of the moon and night. Oh my god, did he fucking move? I told you could not dodge it. Why did you move, Fry Man? Yes, the quad laser. Let's go. Whoa. That is like the vaguest memory of that fucking episode. I had not seen the original Moon Knight episode in so long. That's just in my mind how it went. I gotta watch it again. I do have every season of Aqua Teen on DVD. I love that show so much. And that's why the New York Giants are my pick of the week of the century. Yeah, that's a week. When an enemy is frozen, they emit a chill to nearby enemies that deals damage. Alright, well, my things aren't really freezing because they're just kind of dying. So this normally would be a pretty cool one, but let's get this so I can fuse them together. My two Ultra Balls together, to me. Alright, we're gonna fuse the Freeze Ray and the Holy Laser to make the Holy Freeze Ray. Freeze Ray, Holy Laser. Lots of damage, freezing enemy when hit. Area effect damage from Holy Laser also inflicts status effects from Freeze Ray. Oh, really now? Stronger, so we can use that together with other things later. I love all the lasers firing off. Okay. Poison. Poison with Cell makes the toxin thingy. Oh yeah, the storm. Yes. Actually, do want that. No, I don't want to fuse. I want to vision. I want to get the storm. That'll basically just be a giant storm blob that passes through everything. And then if I can add Cell to it, if I can get 2 more of those things to show up, that would be wild. Dodge incoming attacks. Crit hits absorb. Exploding on death. Chance to dodge. Let's get some safety up just in case. Okay, now we can evolve this to Storm. No. We're going to reroll. Roll. Give me my fucking Storm, please. Thank you. And we get this, and we'll fusion the Storm into the cell. Now this, if it works the way I think it works, splits into a clone. Yeah, there we go. Now we got a whole bunch of fucking storms bouncing around. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, I'll have to retreat the dodge. Do its max. That'll probably be the last power up, I guess. Unlike last time, my shots aren't going to get lost in the sauce. They're going to go on point or come back to me in the end. I'll just disintegrate those arrows. Yeah, most of our damage is in our AoE, but we're no slacker when it comes to shooting it out. So it'll take a bit, but we don't have to be worried about being overwhelmed. There we go. Took a bit because this was mostly an AoE thing going off with the lasers, but considering the way the system works, where my shots just pass through, hit the back wall, come back to me, and we kept everything super clean, easy. Each harvest, the first 3 workers. Oh, okay. It upgraded. Does that mean it is now on the upgrade list, or no? It's just flat upgrades. Okay, cool. All right, so there's still a bunch of buildings that need to be worked on. But we can do those as well. In fact, a lot of these can be upgraded even more. I do have some of the money. Intelligence scaling. Characters gain int. Before we build anything else, that's just a flat bunch of money in strength scaling. Now we can definitely take a lot of those buildings and put them to the side since we won't be upgrading them. And the next run, we'll make sure we just bounce around through a bajillion of our resource packs. But this is getting all of our scaling up quite nicely. All right, so we've done the new level with some of our more powerful people. This guy is pretty OP, and we got the perfect ability right off the bat, so destruction. His ability worked really well. It was pretty fun. The rest of these, I don't fucking trust at all. This guy with the AoE, though, I do kind of trust, so we'll give him a shot. I don't know who else is gonna fucking get through it. And we have to construct some more buildings to unlock new characters. I know I have a couple of those at this point, but I honestly don't know who to trust on half these other fucking people. On how to just like raw damage our way through some stuff. Especially with some of the things they start off with. Especially the empty nester. I just do not understand that fucking character. It's so bad. It's so bad. I mean, I guess we can try him. Let's see what he's like. What would be the best, like, fast shooting balls, though? Let's see. Let's give it a shot. I don't know what would put balls back in our pockets fast enough to shoot them back out again. Luckily, I did just hit up a bunch of buildings that increase the scaling. So now every stat point that we have is now weighted a bit heavier. I mean, laser beams, yeah. Laser beams are almost strictly necessary. That increases area of effect, sure. Although I really want to be focusing on balls, but we get a multitude and then we get a fission, and fission has a chance to proc off a lot of things. As long as it doesn't RNG me only one upgrade or something silly like that. Also, oh yeah, this is good. More baby balls. Our aim is already scattered, so it doesn't matter. This is exactly what we're looking for. So I guess if we get the cornucopia, we can do the fusion. Put him in the cornucopia. Now, I do have to watch out, or I may be pushed back, so we do have to fight through a bit, but let's not. I want to get, yeah, let's get this one. If we get an ability to fuse them together, I want them to fuse as soon as, or evolve as soon as possible. Sure. Launch baby balls when we pick up gems. There we go, got that. Wait, fire and... Excuse me? Fire and laser don't evolve? Excuse me, I need to have a talk with your manager. I know these two confuse, but... they kind of suck. I need something that fuses into these. Don't need that. Get out of here. Poison and fire. Poison and laser fuse. Ice and laser fuse. Ice was working before, but let's do Pism. Because I think Pism and fire also confuse. So many baby balls. Now we definitely have an evolution on it. We're not going to get it before the mid-boss, but honestly, I think this rapid-fire baby bowl thing is going to be good enough. Dodge. Destroy 2 nearest enemies when you were hit. Now let's get this maxed out. Ah, okay. This can make, like, lava. That makes the bomb. Deals double damage, but moves slower, but increases fire rate. I wish I could just generate infinite ammo. That would be fucking sick. But yeah, let's go with the... Come on, buddy. Get out of here. You know you need to. You know you want to die now. There you are. We're going to evolve Poison Laser. While Magma is nice, will be coming up next. So let's get the Radiation Beam. And then, oh yeah, we'll also grab my favorite thing to add on to later. Alright, Earth is now maxed out. I swear to God, there's a sound effect in here that's Yoshi jumping. And I keep hearing it go, woo! Every single time. Did I have... Yeah, the book over here. Okay. The magnet. Emits lava blobs over time. Enemies who walk into a blob is dealt damage and gain a stack of burn. Burns last. Yeah. No, I don't need any of that. So, if for my last one I got... I mean, I'm already clearing them out pretty good on the explosions. I don't really need that. Do I want to Ghost Ball? Not really. Because Ghost wouldn't matter added onto that. Ghost onto this would make this just pass through, which would be good. But it would bounce around the back and bounce around everywhere forever. Instead of hitting and bouncing back, maybe that's good. Maybe Ghost and Radiation Beam is good. That keeps the AoE going, but... we could make... Toxin if I wanted to. Chance of birthing a baby. I don't know. This fused into anything else, I don't think would matter, right? I assume it would spawn baby balls that would have the property of the main one. Each time it hits an enemy. So, Broodmother would be good if it had the phasing property and phase through a bunch of stuff. You just phase through a bunch of enemies and it spawns a bunch of balls in the middle of hitting everything. Unsure. Let's just take a laser upgrade. I honestly might just take a fission here. Upgrade a bunch of stuff. And by a bunch, I mean only 2. Deal damage to enemies who are near me. That's fine. Increases crit chance when hitting enemies from the front. Passes through enemies and slows them down, but deals less damage. Would I use this on anything? Like, putting the wind on magma wouldn't do much. Putting the wind on radiation make it pass through with lower its damage. Hitting things from the front. Increase fire. I don't know. Increasing my fire rate doesn't do much, would it? I'm already firing so fast. Balls deal 150% damage, but damage decays by 30% each time they bounce. Cornucopia! Hey! Welcome. What? Oh, you cheated on me on that one. Also, we're running out of low on DPS. Out of there. Now we'll evolve the cornucopia. Each time a baby ball spawns, create more baby balls. Excellent. Okay. No, come on, come on, come on. Don't fail me now, DPS. Balls that hit flaming enemies light on fire and deal more damage. Sure. Come on, damage. Don't fail me now. Please, please, please. Nope. It's over. I didn't get enough AoE. The magma ball wasn't enough. Alright. Only thing I can do is maybe radiation into the cell to save me. Nope, too late. I had a huge radiation insane there, but no, I didn't have enough AoE to keep me alive. Damn it. Okay. We gotta do a build first. I'm so sad about that run. That one was going really well, and then it just stopped working. And it's just like, nah, too many enemies. That sucked. Alright, I also need new housing for new people. I need wood, though, which I don't have anymore, so, oh well. 2 free rerolls per battle. Okay. Now that that's done, we need resources badly. So into actually no, this one we wanted to keep. Now we'll harvest. There we go. Got some extra things made. And that was just because we really desperately needed those resources. I don't have to do that next time, but next time it will pretty much build up everything we've made, so. Oh yeah. Alright, so now I need to beat that level 2 times still to advance to the next one. Do I try again and just try to get better stuff with him? It was working until it didn't. No, let's go with AoE King. Balls no longer deal direct hit damage, but AoE and status effect damage is increased by 4 times. So, this is going to be very dangerous at the start. Okay. Increases fire rate. Only matters if it's bouncing off of me. Passing through them isn't... Yeah, it just passes through. It doesn't do any damage. So, free reroll. Laser beam and exploding upon death. We need the lasers right now. Poison does work with both of those, so yes. And he also increases status effects, not just AoE. Fuck you. Fuck you. Iron Ball. Okay, so his effigies can do straight damage. Let's see if that matters. I don't know. Effigies seem like kind of useless, but they must have some fusion, right? They must fuse together and do some, or evolve together and do something. Oh, the AoE increasing 1. Yes. Okay. This time, give me what you want. Good. Alright, that makes up for it. You know what I could use? The magnet. The magnet would be really good for absorbing these things back into me quick to shoot them out. If I'm slightly off of my angle. This is AoE, right? That is technically AoE, I assume. Alright, let's get the evolution. We're making the poison laser, the radiation. Okay, I did like how they kept moving closer and closer together. They were like, yes, please. Keep hitting us. Phasing? No. We kind of need it bouncing off of us. We kind of really need it to bounce off of us. No, no phasing here. Good enough. I guarantee a yes. Leaves behind blobs over time. Enemies who walk into tar blobs are dealt damage and are slowed. They gain a stack of poison. So yes. Now this does get rid of the earth. So this might ruin the run. But it still shoots out of me, and because right now, remember, this is also just doing nothing. So I need this to get fused into something to make multiple copies of something come out. Big fission. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we can fuse that into something else. Okay, do we fuse radiation beam and swamp together? How would that work? Does the radiation beam leave swamp bubbles around, or does the swamp bubbles shoot out radiation beams? If I put cell into one of these, every time this hits, this should hit, bounce, and cause a bunch of little radiation beams to bounce around. Or would that cause this to make the mud puddles to make more mud puddles? I want to see. Leaves behind tar blobs, deals a bunch of damage, splits into a clone on hit 4 times. Okay, let's see. There should be an insane amount of tar blobs hanging around. That's what I'm looking for. That's pointless. That's pointless. Poison does more damage. Yeah, let's make zombies. That's a lot of tar blobs. Yeah, let's get our laser beam back. Because we can fuse a laser beam into a laser beam. And just get more of the radiation beams. That doesn't do anything unless I want to make a second radiation beam. Ooh. All right, let's get it. Oh, you hit a poison, you asshole. Everything is now level 3. So anything I get from now on will be evolution. I should be getting one more of them before the boss shows up. And then I have to decide what I want to do. We're making second radiation. Now we've got double radiation beams. I would love to see what double radiation beams fuse into, if anything. So if we could somehow get one more item, I have both radiation beams maxed out. won't be able to fuse it together. However, the boss is going to be just filled with... Oh boy, I leveled up and nothing else goes any further. That does nothing, that does nothing. Like, none of these do any damage. So... Literally none of these matter. So I guess I'll just take that. Whatever. I was going to close in on me and smash me into the wall. There it goes. Yeah, the increasing AoE damage and poison damage and dots. We've got a lot of dots going in there with our damage, so hell yeah. Begin each battle with a choice of an extra ball. Ooh, alright, that's huge. That's fucking huge. Holy shit. Increase the harvest clock. Increase the harvest clock on harvesting. What? There. Okay. This time it should work fine. Okay, that's going to take a lot more hits to complete. So we're definitely going to have to force that one though. Because this one, oh, at 90 hit. Okay, yeah, we're going to literally spend an entire harvest forcing this one to work. Because having the choice of extra balls at the beginning of every map is literally an insane game changer. Like, holy fuck. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we only needed to defeat that level with one more character. The problem is. Every other character I haven't beaten it with kinda sucks. I mean, these two aren't that bad. This, I forget what his was. Balls always pierce until they hit a wall. So yeah, you're not gonna be getting your stuff back. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Let's see if I can get anything to work. I don't think he's going to, but... That's an AoE to this. It's a lightning ball at least. I don't think I'm really going to be catching them. Now, if I could get the bottle tornado and the magnet, maybe, but I haven't seen the magnet in a long time. I mean, I guess the swamp ball is actually pretty good, because if it passes through enemies, every time it passes through an enemy, it spawns another swamp blob on the ground, right? I think that's how it works. So I should probably pick up an earth then. That's also not bad. And then there's also radiation beam again. Fucking radiation beam. Ethereal? I can make it where his ability is now, it always passes through no matter what. This would also give them bonus damage until they hit the back of the field, which kind of ends up getting undone, I guess. Because then they would start bouncing back towards me. I don't know. Baby balls. Keep up there. Although me catching one of them is very rare, so I can't actually. I mean, Ghost Ball already does the thing Ghost Ball does. All baby balls do no damage. It kind of works with the bottle tornado, but Revolve, making radiation beam. Oh yeah, what's a fucking laser fly? And just back into a laser? Yeah, back into a laser. Whoa, holy shit. Wild. Hey, the rattle. Yeah. Okay. I do have a bunch of baby ball synergy, but not too many baby balls, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. We know the route on the cornucopia goes, but do any of these also fuse together in the other fun things? I don't know. Let's get egg sack up. Honestly, I need another tissue. We have plenty of time to fuse and evolve. Well, we're not even halfway to the second mini ball. Cornucopia now. Every time I pick up a gem, they're going to be spawning even more baby balls. What do we have? Alright, so none of these evolve. Not a single one of these things fucking evolve. The question is, what do I want to put onto it? Do I want to put AoE lightning on the radiation laser? Do I want to put AoE lightning on the regular laser? Can the regular laser be fused? So I want to save that for later. What about the egg sac? Does the egg sac spawn more balls that do lasers? Do I want to spawn more? You know what? Let's do lightning and the radiation beam. So now radiation beam, I assume, let's go a ball of lightning, right? Area of effect damage from lightning also inflicts radiation. Oh. Now we pick up a bunch of gems. And we just flood it with baby balls. Ooh, quad laser? Or we can make another radiation beam. Let's go with quad laser. Good, thank you for dying. Shit, didn't want to lose that. Yeah, we're gonna have to finish. AoE damage ball. Okay, so this game has an interesting thing that you don't normally get in video games. And that's, I have an acceleration in movement speed when I'm backpedaling. Now, there's always like the backwards bunny hops and all that shit, but that's not what I'm talking about. Because normally when you move backwards, you move slightly slower. And this one, it's like, no, no, no. You want to move backwards, we know you want to move back really fast. Come on, let's get that quad laser. Yeah, I'm just gonna go out and stretch my quads, you know how it is. You're not gonna overwhelm me. Level up. Quad laser. To max. Now, we can fuse egg sac in the holy laser. So every little ball that this thing spawns, spawn balls from egg sac have holy laser property. Yes! Look at it go. AoE damage buff. Alright, boss time. We'll pick just something up just for some more damage as we go. Earthquake. Just the heaviest hitting thing. Disintegrates those arrows. Alright, so I didn't like this one before because I tried it on a couple other levels and it didn't seem to do much, but now I either wasn't playing it right, because now this has been pretty solid, because you have the choice of letting it pass through enemies for free AoE damage, or bouncing it off the wall early and getting it to start actually bouncing. This stage has definitely been everything about AoEing things down. Even at the beginning when you're fighting a bunch of tough, lots of HP dog ones, doing damage to a lot of them at the same time and having them all die was incredibly important. Well, this is still taking the speed time. Poison gas, we're just taking damage. Do your ad phase faster. The more ads you summon, the more lasers I have. Yeah. You think I'm trapped in here with you? A monastery unlocks another new character. Oh yeah, we've got all 4 gears. Return to base. We get to upgrade the lift too to unlock a new level. Unlocked Smoldering Depths. We've unlocked the demons of hell. Welcome to Diablo, everybody. All right. We want to get a good bounce. So that's actually not that hard to do. Stop. Three free rerolls per battle. Okay. What else do we have? Strength. Increases intelligence scaling. Bonus int. Endurance scaling. Bounce on this building applies +3 build points to all nearby scaffolds. So you basically just bounce it off of that a million times. Okay. We can probably do this a bit better, but... Dense sweep. Okay. Okay. Now we're in an enclosed space. This will do a lot of work. I might not complete it in one go, but this will do a lot of work. And we definitely unlock a new character. We'll force it to get the cool stuff later. I want the new character. It is a clown. You've unlocked a new character, the Juggler. Okay. What do you do? The Juggler starts with lightning. A street performer flourishes the bird, lobs balls into the air at a target position on the field. Balls don't start bouncing until they reach the ground. So I throw it up in the air like I'm juggling and then it hits the ground below me and bounces? Or it flies over towards them like he's throwing? All right. We need to see what this is like. We're gonna save the new stage for tomorrow. We're gonna go back to first stage, and we're gonna give the new character a try. And then we'll make sure these buildings are finished off for tomorrow, when I can get a bunch of free shit. Okay, so now my cursor where it is really matters. This is probably going to be the biggest difficulty curve, because I have to remember to actually put my cursor on things instead of just aimlessly pointing it in the direction I want it to go. Yes, perfect. Oh, because I wiped everything out, I actually got a... That definitely happened once before, and I just didn't think about it until now. Launch baby won't pick up a gem. That's actually pretty good. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. I want to get a bunch of cool features. Evolve, we're making a lightning storm. Or the flash. Damage all enemies on the screen for a certain amount of damage after hitting an enemy and blind them for 2 seconds. And that's an amazing one to fuse into something else, because you're hitting every enemy with this effect. It's a great status effect. Like, if I could get that toxin one, the one that puts the disease on everything, and then fuse these two together, that actually would be almost game breaking. Well, now I kind of want to get something. No, this would be the mud ball. Oh, the way. Okay. I have another idea. The mud ball, when they're fused together, when it hits an enemy, it spawns a mud patch on the floor. So if I fuse the mud ball with the flash of light one, every enemy on the screen will then instantly spawn a mud ball on the floor. Oh, you cheap. Cheap ass piece of shit. Evolution. Make it swamp ball. Now we need to get this to level 3. I need to get that to level 3 and then fuse them together. I kind of want to re-roll because I can't fuse with the one I have right now, so I need a fission. Ooh, perfect. Everything's naturally blended no matter what. Oh yeah. Thank you, game. Now we fuse Flash and Swamp together. Uh, 200 to almost 400 damage a hit when it lands. Damage all enemies on the screen for 3 through 7 damage. After hitting them, they're blinded for 3 seconds and leaves behind blobs over time. Enemies who walk into the blob is dealt damage is slowed. Gives a stack of poison. Area of effect damage from Swamp also inflicts status effects from Flash. So not as powerful as I thought it was going to be, but I accept. I hope we get a... I was gonna say, I hope we get a person who's like, a person who would be like a, and Olimar, where make it where the balls don't return for you unless you call them. That would be fun. Oh, you scum. I have a whole bunch of stuff I want to play around with, and you go mad at that. You deny me. It was a magnet after like a million years of never being around, but that doesn't matter anymore. Get them, my skeleton enforcers. The bone zone no longer serves them. Light up. And now we evolve wind and lightning. Emits lightning to strike nearby enemies. I gotta remember that sometimes some of these skeletons that are wandering are actually my own guys. I don't recognize them for a second. I'm like, why aren't they dying? I'm like, oh wait, it's not mine. It's not an enemy. Oh, well, maybe I won't. Alright, well this one is going to be piss easy because we can literally throw our things right into its crown. So... just kind of stand back and... one downside is, since you don't shoot things directly in front of you, you can't hit the projectiles he's throwing at you with the attacks. Alright, you can go down or what? He's like right there. There he is. Okay, so that's how that works. That's good information for later. In fact, we'll be using this in the new map tomorrow. Which, once again, I will be streaming again tomorrow, but earlier than my normal time. I am going to be streaming probably around like afternoon, maybe 2, 3, 4, something like that. Because I do have a pushback raid from last week, and I don't want to skip streaming, especially since I do enjoy this game. So, yeah, that's my turn. So I definitely am just going to keep playing it and squeeze some extra time of this in. And let's just get this done. Okay. Let's begin. There we go. All built. You've unlocked a new character, the Flagellant. And we've also unlocked the Spendthrift. We also have the Gemsmith, which is now completed. So begin each battle with a choice of an extra ball. That's wildly powerful. That's wildly good. Fuck yeah. So yeah, we'll see exactly how that works. If it works as intended, that is going to be insanely good. It just gives you an extra free choice to start building up a run right at the very beginning. And if we get a whole bunch more money and some stone, which we still have, we can upgrade it again and maybe even get us another choice. Ooh. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow, earlier than normal, because I am really enjoying this game a lot, and it's fun as hell to play. See you all tomorrow, guys.